We sold our house on the edge of town and sold my business in order to start our new journey and buy 20 acres of rural, undeveloped land to try our hand at homesteading. With zero experience, we are planting, growing, harvesting, preserving, raising livestock, building our home ourselves, beekeeping, homeschooling, really everything homestead you can think of, we are trying. We invite you to come alongside us in this learning adventure. If this interests you, which I pray it does, please subscribe to our channel and do please interact with us. We can all learn from each other. So I just got back from the store since he was short by 8. So I just loaded them on this cart and I'm gonna hopefully haul them to him. It's not too far. But I just loaded them into my car from the store and then unloaded them onto this gorilla cart. I may have to get off here. It's pretty heavy. Oh. Hello campers, my name is Lee with Camp Homestead, and today is part 2 of the concrete block for our dog room addition build. So I finally got enough blocks for him to finish the job, and on this day he is doing the concrete to fill the cells of the block. At this point, it is 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. I am very far behind on getting these videos filmed and uploaded, but we are really on a time crunch here in order to get this room done before Thanksgiving. And at this point, I have high hopes, but I'm just so unsure if we're able to host Thanksgiving because of how much further we have to go. And it's hard for me to envision what this dog room is really going to look like at this point. And so I just have to kind of let my imagination run wild and also do a lot of praying to make sure that this room gets done in time. It was at this time that I spotted our resident blue heron flying. It is hard to get him captured on video because he is so fast. But we have a resident blue heron who goes back and forth between our pond and our creek. He does a lot of fishing. But as you see, we are starting to lose daylight here, but we worked pretty long hours to make sure that this room would get done. And you can also see how T would just be so exhausted because, again, since we're saving money and not hiring anyone to help and not renting any tools, he's having to do so much by hand, including moving the concrete bags. And I can't really help with that because of my chronic back pain. I help when I can and do what I can, and I do a lot to help, but with the lifting the bags and being his assistant on this job, it was just too difficult for me, but I helped in other ways. I just can't imagine carrying those heavy concrete bags, pouring them into the bucket, stirring and mixing the concrete mixture, lifting the buckets, dumping it into the cells, and do that on repeat for hours upon hours upon hours. And he just did not quit until this was done. And every day that I see that he is building something or working on a project, my mind just gets blown because, as I've stated before, it's hard to get him to start, like really hard to get him to start. But then once he starts, he's a literal machine, and he does not stop until the project is done, most of the time. But I'm just so grateful for him, and he is such a hard worker. Now that the concrete block is complete and it is setting up, it is time to remove the door. We are reusing this door, and so we have to move it because after we frame it, it's going to go into a different location. So that is what he's working on. He's removing the metal, he's removing our electrical box that we had our generator connected to, and he's going to be removing this exterior door so that we can start framing.
Well, I didn't know you were going to do that. Thank you.
You didn't want to show that I worked in my own way?
Thank you. I didn't know.
I actually got you pepper cheese too.
Melon.
So in that last clip, I was just giving T a hard time. He was on live on a different platform. And so I thought I would present his sandwich just to be funny. And here, I just wanted to, I'd like to show you guys my little sweeties from time to time, and seeing little by little, Ivy is coming around. It's taking a long time for her, but she is getting there. They're just such sweet babies, and I can't imagine my life not being a shepherd, which is so funny because I never thought of myself as a shepherd. I never thought I was going to get sheep. And my life has completely changed because they are in my life. They're just such a joy, and I absolutely love that they graze out in our field, but then they also graze in our front yard, and it's just such a vision, sitting down, relaxing, and seeing our sheepy babies just eating or relaxing on the front porch, chewing their cud. This is actually their favorite spot to lay down and chew their cud. They don't do it out in the field. They come to our front porch where they feel safe to chew their cud. Here I was trying to save a caterpillar from underneath Blossom's tush. Needed to save this little hairy caterpillar. Now she's like, okay, I'll lay in your spot. Yeah. You wanted Sissy's spot. Yeah, you did. So this is where I'm going to end today's video. The block is done, and the next step is framing, and I am so excited about that part. I hope you enjoyed what you were watching and blessed to have watched. If you did enjoy this content, please do click like. It sure helps my channel a lot. And if you haven't already and you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. It is free, and I would love to have you around as part of the camp family. And as always, be blessed and be a blessing. Bye.